Assalamu alaikum. This is Maminul Haque, Assistant Head Teacher, Hasnabad High School. Take my cordial love, dear student. Hope you are staying safe and sound. Because of unexpected COVID-19, we are standing in front of you, taking important classes so that you can continue study, staying home without facing any difficulties. So, my sweet learners, be ready, taking with necessary articles. Today, I am going to present an important class about transformation. At first, I would like to discuss about complex to simple. Are you ready? Okay. Rule 1. Though although, dear student, in the whiteboard you see that here I wrote an important feature or characteristic about complex sentence, and it is though and although. If we find any characteristic, any symbol of complex sentence refers or regard to though and although, we must change the sentence into with the help of in spite of. So, if we see the word though and although, we must change the word with the help of in spite of. Then SPF. SPF means subject and possessive form. Dear student, we must change the though or although instead of in spite of. For example, though he is weak, he can run. So, what is the main characteristic of this sentence? Okay, though this is the main feature of this sentence. If we turn the complex sentence, at first we have to write in spite of instead of though, and there is a subject. It must be changed into subject and possessive form his. Then we must change the word is, that is linking verb. And if any sentence includes am, is, are, was, were, then it must be changed into being. Next, we should not change anything, that is, though change into in spite of, he changed into his, and is changed into being. Though he is weak, he can run, and the simple form is this sentence is in spite of his being weak, he can run. Without the rules, we can change this in another way, like in spite of his weakness. If we don't like to change the word, linking word is into being, then we should change the adjective into noun, and the weak is adjective and its noun is weakness. He can run. I think, dear student, all have understood the rule 1. So, then rule 2. if plus affirmative. If any sentence includes with if conjunction of if, then it is complex sentence. If we try to this complex sentence to simple sentence, we must use by instead of if, and then verb plus ing, comma, then should be written whole the sentence. X, for example, if you read more, you can learn more. So my dear student, what is the main characteristic of this sentence? Yes, and it is if. It changes into by, then verb plus ing. So what is the verb? Read. Okay. Read plus ing, reading. More, you can learn more. So sweet learners, rule 1 and rule 2 is clear to you all. Rule 3. If plus negative. Dear student, all of you know that if is the connector or conjunction of complex sentence. It refers to a one is positive and one is negative. The student, before you have understood if plus affirmative, and now it is easy to you that if plus negative. The rules are same, only you have to change the word by with the help of without. Example, without plus verb plus ing. The previous rule, I use if plus affirmative by plus verb plus ing, but now I use without because the sentence, the statement is negative. Example, if you do not read properly, you cannot make a good result. So the statement is negative. So here if changes into without. Without, the verb is read. Reading properly, and then after comma you should not change the main clause of this sentence. What is the main clause? You cannot make a good result. Remember that if you do not read, this is the subordinate clause. Dear student, I think all of you understood rule 3. Then rule 4. So that the future includes in complex sentence, and it's very important for you. So that normally used in complex sentence, but another topic like completing sentence, so that is very very important. So follow the whiteboard and listen carefully what I say. If any sentence includes so that, it changes into to plus verb present form. Instead of so that, we must use to when we change the complex sentence to simple sentence. I write an example, then it is clear to you all. We read so that we can gain knowledge. Dear student, what is the main characteristic of this sentence? So that, thank you. So that, if we want to change this complete sentence, we must use to instead of so that. Then after to, we need verb present form. So the word is gain. The total sentence, we read to gain knowledge. The first statement, we read so that we can gain knowledge. Here the important feature is so that. If we want to change the word so that, we must use instead of so that to, and then we must use verb 1. Rule 5. Dear student, this is the last rule. Follow the whiteboard, because so that is nearable to so dash dash that. So dash dash that is about so that. We read we are so lazy that we cannot run. So here the main characteristic of the sentence is so, and then that. At first we had to change the word so using to, and that using to. So it must be changed into to, and that should be changed into to. So the full sentence is, we are too lazy to run. As the sentence is complex, we must avoid the subject we and cannot. Dear student, today I discuss about transformation from complex to simple. You must study these rules staying home. If you find any difficulties, you must contact with us. Use mask properly. Stay home. Being safe. To be helpful of your parents. Thanks to all. A billions of thanks to all. Bye bye.